Welcome to hashtag This Is Me, Stories of Living Heart First, a listening series by ARC, a Rainbow Collective. Here we hold space for the tender, strange, and powerful ways in which people live creatively, love freely, and move through the world with heart first. In this noisy world, we are tuning into something deeper, who we are beneath the performance, the product, the labels. Today, I'm joined by Tanmayee. So, okay, how would you introduce yourself without mentioning your job or your role?
I was just thinking about it, right? I was just thinking that people overthink and I don't think at all. And I just like go through life as it comes. Sometimes I don't think of the repercussions of my actions, and that's just how I move through life. And I'm also very interested in the mystic part of our lives. And I feel there's something beyond what I'm living right now, and my entire life is just a quest to find what lies uh, beyond what we can perceive.
What feels like home to you right now in your body, your life, and your art?
My body does feel like a home to me. The most I feel at home is my body because I have been taking care of it. I really care for it every day. Um, and I guess once I take care of my body, I automatically start taking care of everything else. It just falls in place. And when it comes to my art, something that I've been struggling with creatively to really let it out. Though I'm surrounded by all of you beautiful people who keep doing beautiful stuff, but I'm just struggling to really break break free with my art. So not so at home with my art.
What's one memory or moment that shaped the way you see the world today?
If I start getting in the memory and if I start telling you the entire story, it will be too long. But I feel as a woman growing up in India, as a brown woman, uh, ever since my puberty and everything that came with it, my family, the restrictions, and how the world viewed you, how your sexuality was viewed, how I was viewed, my choices, how I wanted to be, and everybody telling me not to do it, and me sort of like fighting and being a rebel all through those years. That actually really did shape me from, say, when I was 13 till the time I was 21 or 22. So I failed my 12th boards and I took that exam again. And I really didn't score good marks because I was never, I think, into um, the STEM field,
Hmm.
science,
Yeah.
physics. Though it's interesting, I think I was more creatively inclined. So that happened, and a lot of things happened in the personal life with, like, I don't know, like stupid boyfriend stuff, which seemed very big at that time. And then with my family also constantly coming at me because you know how middle class Indian household
Hmm.
can be, because they give so much importance to your education, and if you are not really good at it, you just looked at as this like
Yeah.
failed project. So first year of my college, I took up a course that my parents wanted me to take, BCA,
Hmm.
which I wasn't remotely interested in. But then I was like, no point being miserable. And also started looking like shit because I was feeling shit.
Hmm.
You know, after that whole 12th board fiasco and all of that, and everything seemed just like. And then from that moment on, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do what I want to do, but I'll also give the world
Hmm.
what the world wants. But
Hmm.
I'm also gonna do what I want, and sort of like found a balance there, and started doing things differently. Started taking care of my body, and just started expanding my social life, my mind, and you know, yeah, 12 votes
What are you learning to listen to right now?
to people. I actually struggle with that because I believe when I'm having conversations that are more sort of like debates with
Hmm.
people,
Hmm.
I tend to really be headstrong and adamant on people listening to what I want to say, and I feel what my point of view, what my points are, other points.
Mm-hmm.
So I really need to listen to other people because I know they also come from a very informed place.
Mm.
I'm very good at listening to the nature, but when it comes to human nature, I'm just a lot of times very dismissive. I think it also comes from the conversations that I have had with my parents growing up, where you're not really listened to properly,
Mm-hmm.
and you're always trying to sort of like prove a point to them,
Yeah.
and they just won't listen. I think it comes from that place, and I really do need to work on that. It's been a long time. I need to start doing that consciously
Do you know how you're doing it?
by being open to what other people have to say. So I'm open to absorbing what they say to me.
Mm.
So I think keeping an open mind is a good start. I know we, like, our generation or whatever is happening right now, we're very like radical or very like left. Okay, this is right and this is wrong. But people come from different, you know, uh, places, and their perceptions are formed from different, environments they've been in. So I can't say that what I think is the right thing.
Mm.
So I'm just gonna keep an open mind, even if it is right or left. Or
Is there a sound, silence, or a song that has stayed with you lately?
I listen to a lot of music, so it's hard to. I would really like the silence to stay.
Mm-hmm.
I really like it to stay, but I think it's not being like I'm not able to keep the silence because of so many distractions,
Mm.
especially the devices.
Yeah.
Something that I'm also consciously working on, being like, yeah, I really just want to sit in silence. And when it comes to a song, maybe I can name one which I was hooked on last week, Red Room by Hiatus Coyote. And I've also been listening to a lot of Green Tea Peng because it's very soulful, nice. Female vocals are just, they just do something to my brain. I love it, you know? Yeah, but I would like the silence to stay.
How do you know when it's time to pause or to express?
Maybe when I'm too drunk, I should pause. But the thing is, I never get too drunk. And I think my actions are mostly sort of like neutral. I would like to actually express more, and I don't think I need a pause
Hmm.
right now because I've been on pause. Do you get me? For
Mm-hmm.
me, I don't know how others perceive it, but I think I need to express more. And I feel when I reach the point where I'm really expressing myself how I want, then I'll think of pausing.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually having this conversation with someone, and I feel a community, that the community that we live in is quite small,
Mm.
and I know it's really tempting to gossip sometimes and be like, hey, I heard this, or hey, I heard that. But I guess sometimes you should just like pause for a second, think. I do that for the most part. But sometimes I'm just like, oh, just for fun and shits and giggles. I'm like, okay, you know what? Hey, I know this stuff, and then it wasn't needed in the first place. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
So I think before really saying something, because our mind is crazy and we have all of these thoughts, we should just pause for a second, think about it, and then say it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think some of us are more out there than others, and yeah, I mean, I tend to overshare,
Yeah.
but with people I feel comfortable.
How does your queerness or your way of being different show up in how you live and create?
I have a corporate job, but I chose not to do it the conventional way.
Hmm.
My family at first questioned me, my choices on why I want to move to Goa and why do you want to do that? You're never going to get success in your life. Because they didn't understand, that this can be done differently.
Yeah.
Now they have a different perspective of it. They're they they're more like, uh, aligned with my world. Um, but yeah, I decided not to be miserable. I decided not to do that. I decided not to be at an office from 9 to 5, but still have the perks of
Correct.
being there. And I found a way for myself. I took a leap of faith and just took the decisions, and all my efforts go towards it. And I try to, make it happen as much as I can.
Mm.
So that's one part. Another one would be maybe how I dress, sort of like an expression of myself. And I try to experiment with that a lot because I don't get too much time to really spend time on creativity or art. So I put a lot of thought into how I am dressed and what I put myself into, because that's the reflection of my mind, of my art, or who I am.
What's one moment of creative freedom that you hold close?
I am I'm not I don't come from a musical background, right? Or I don't even know how to play a single instrument. I've wanted to learn, but never got the chance to do that. But I've always known that I want to do something with music.
Mm.
There's a quote from this movie called Mia or Gia, with uh, what's her name? What's her girl? Angelina Jolie.
Ah, okay.
Angelina Jolie. Yeah, she's in the movie. She's in this movie, and she says that I could have been a rock star, but I can't sing.
Mhm.
And that's been my entire life. I was like, shit, man, I could have been a rock star. I could have been Lady Gaga. I could have been. It's just, whatever. So I'm like, okay, I will make it, I guess. And I started playing around with softwares. I'm self-taught YouTube tutorials, and I've always been good at softwares,
Hmm.
at computers, just figuring it out. And I figured it out. And then I'm like, I'll just sit and make any sound that I like. People ask me, what do you make? I was like, I don't know. I don't know what I make. I just make something which has a start and an end, and I've just put it out. I've really, like, I've also shared it with people. I don't care about the critics,
Hmm.
what they think about my music. I feel when I'm creating something, I really don't give a damn, because that's how it should be. You shouldn't care about what others are going to think about it. You always have an audience. And even if you don't, you are creating it for yourself. Unless your life depends on it. That's a different thing. So when your life doesn't depend on your art, it's easy to just be like, okay, I don't really
Hmm.
care what others are going to think about it. So whatever I do, even if I'm painting or if I'm wearing my clothes or I'm making some music, I don't think about how others are gonna see it. I know it's
Hmm.
gonna be great.
Who are your people, the ones that remind you it's okay to be exactly who you are?
Who are my people? You are my people. And we go back
Ages.
ages. And we go back uh, to the time where being queer wasn't in fashion,
Mhm.
or wasn't something that was, and you know how crazy we were. And we're still crazy. But I'm just saying that all of my friends, all of you guys, everybody who's been close to me, and everybody who have left behind, and the people,
Hmm.
obviously,
Hmm. Hmm.
but everybody who has stayed sort of like helped me to just be me, because they have been themselves. Because you have been you,
Yeah.
and you've also given people the space to be themselves. So I think that's what it is. And I meet people along the line, and my friends, who they are, and they're the people who've stayed because they've actually never question
Hmm.
me for who I am. So also, obviously, I had this thing with my parents growing up where they wouldn't understand me,
Hmm.
but now they are completely okay with it because they know that I'm on the right path.
Hmm. Hmm. What are you weaving right now, personally, creatively, and communally?
Personally, I'm weaving this
Yeah.
body. I've really been like going like really at it. I've been very consistent and I love it for me.
Hmm.
And I want to explore more what more I can do with my body. I think uh, that is the most important thing in my life right now. I really don't even care about other stuff.
Hmm.
I just care about building a body and really seeing what I can do with it.
Hmm.
You know, if I can beat someone up, if I can jump from the second or third floor and not get fractured.
Okay. Just try
Okay,
this at home.
okay. I'm living in a fantasy world right now. But yeah, that is my personal front. And
Hmm.
obviously, trying to love my work and do good, be good at it because it pays me. So
Hmm.
it's very important that I give it equal importance that it's giving me.
Yeah.
So I'm also trying to view my work differently. Like when I started my journey in the corporate jobs, I didn't really like it, but I know how important it is and how it's a blessing. So I need to really be more creative about my work. I think
Hmm.
that's how I like it more.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that communally, I want to do a lot of things actually. Um, like me and my friends, we started doing some parties, and we want to do like day parties. We don't want people to really stay up in the night and have wake up, be in like good spirit energy, and go party.
Hmm.
Clean,
Hmm. Hmm.
just coffee and some, if you want, and smoothies and stuff. That and I also want to start a community of women to help each other because my mom was very big on that stuff in her professional journey. I always had women at my house learning how to paint, how to make rangoli, how to make mehendi and beauty courses and whatnot. And my family has always supported people. A lot of people have come stayed at my house and they've gone out after they've found their
Hmm.
life. And so my parents always fostered people, right? And this is the value that I get from my family because they feel if you're not gonna be doing something for the community, if you're gonna be doing something for yourself, that is not a
Hmm.
life lived.
Hmm.
So I know that what I'm doing right now, though I'm very grateful for everything, I'm a consumer mostly of things. But I want to also give it back to the community. So as I said, I want to start a community of women
Hmm.
who can talk to each other, gays and girls. Sorry, who can talk to each other uh, about different things, and we can learn from each other and support each other. So something that I really want to work on. I've put it out there. Maybe soon. Creatively, I forgot to mention that I also work as a model and actor. I want to really work. I want to work in a good, nice movie film,
Hmm.
which is I don't want to work in lame shit. I really don't care. I don't rely on that. I'll wait. But I know that I have to work on my expression and I want to work on my movement and such. So I really want to work in a nice art film and I want to be put into really nice clothes and being uh, clicked, So nicer modeling, acting gigs, and obviously the music that I'm trying to really like do and want to make a film with my friend, which we are talking about. And I have this story in my head since years. I also like to write, so I'll do everything.
What's something you have unlearned that's helped you live more freely?
I think me or everybody, we all need to stop being hypocrites.
Hmm.
Because we have a certain for me, fine, I'll just talk from my point of view. I might have a certain standard or expectation from someone which I don't have for myself.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Like, you'd want somebody to act a certain way while you don't do that yourself, and you don't really look inside and introspect. So I feel that is where just to let people be the way they are. Because, like, why should I even expect them to be somebody else? You know? So one of the things when it comes to human connections or people, because we interact with human beings every day and it's a big part of our lives, and really that is something that really gets into our head, you know. But obviously there are other important things, which is nature and consumption. So that is also something that I think about a lot. How much am I consuming? I have just thrifted everything since the past few years: my bike, my laptop, my clothes. So I have been sort of like being a little mindful or conscious about the consumption bit. That has also changed my life. Changes your psychology, in turn changes your life.
Finish this sentence. This is me, and I dot dot dot.
This is me, comma, and I I am still on the journey to finding myself.
Thank you, Tanmay, for letting us into your world, your heart, and your creative rhythm. Do you want to introduce yourself and what you actually do in like your life?
I work as an influencer marketer. I've been doing it for the past 7 years. That's my bread and cheese. Whatever, man. I don't even have bread every day, actually.
I like the cheese part of it. Okay.
Okay. So that's my job. Pays the bills. And I've really worked with a lot of brands around the world. In India, biggest ones that you can think about. Okay, whatever. So though that's such a big part of my life, a lot of people just don't know about it. They would think that what what do you even do? That's what I do. And then I also work as a model and actor. Uh, Something I've always been interested in. When I was like 5 years old. No, not 5 years old. 8, when I could write. I'd written in my diary that I want to be an actor, and then I deliberately left it on the table, on my study table, so my parents could see it, and they should just be like, "Oh yeah, you should become an actor." But what I got in turn was a lot of sharte and lath. But yeah, here I am. And I also make music, and also trying to get more into the music thing, but trying to really also find what I want to do with music. It's not that easy. um yeah, also I also write. I'm a poet, first and foremost.
Yeah. To everyone tuning in, thank you for listening, feeling, and being here. Keep creating, keep becoming, and always live heart first.
Yes.
See you next time
Thank
on
you,
hashtag
Jane.
this is me. Thank you.
Hashtag this is me.